Hey friends, welcome back. You want to go wild camping with me? Come on, let's go. I had said I wanted to go camping in the Nightcat Cot Tent, but tonight I'm going to do it without the cot. The cot tent is used separately, or can be used separately, so I figured, you know something? Why not try wild camping in it and see how that goes? So today, that's what we're going to do. So let's continue on and go find a spot. Alright guys, well, welcome to camp. I'm going to start setting up. Like I said, I've used the Nightcat Cot Tent together, and on one of my, I think it was my last camp, and no, actually that was the cemetery camp, the one before that. Anyway, I wanted to use the tent portion of the cot tent, so that's what I'm out here doing tonight. We're going to have ourselves a nice little wild camp. And this looks like a good a spot as any, so I'm going to set up the tent. I'll show you, we'll go through my backpack and I'll show you what I brought, and then I'm going to set up the tent. So let's see what we have. There's just beverages and some snacks. As you can see, I have the Nightcat Cot Tent, just the tent portion right here on the outside of the pack. Some snacks, some chips, my coffee stuff. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get to setting up, and yeah, I don't think it's gonna call for rain or anything, but we'll just see how it goes. What am I hearing? Already. But all right, let me set up. Well, I'm just about set up. Don't have any of my sleeping stuff in there. I'll get that in there in a minute. But I just wanted to show you the Nightcat tent portion of the Nightcat Cot Tent system is up, and I'm just going to be staying in that tonight. Little vestibule, little porch area right there. I'm going to continue getting set up. I'm gonna put my chair out, sit and chill, think about getting my sleep system in there for right now. Gonna have a nice cold, refreshing beverage, Coors Light, and yeah, and just kick back. So guys, I'll bring you back in a minute, and thank you for coming along on this camp with me. We're gonna have a good time. I'm basically making a stand for an outside light so I can hang my light outside. Gonna have to gather up some wood. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a fire, but I might have just a little bit of fire later. We'll see. It's slightly warped, just like me. All set up. I got my little smelter with me. It's actually just a little, right there, your little wood burning stove thing. I use it basically just as like a little fire pit. And so I'm gonna collect up some wood, and then we can sit down and chill out and have a little chat. But right now, just gonna collect up some wood. Oh, it's getting gray. Just a little small stuff, little twiggies, just to get the fire going. I did bring some of my own fire starter that I've collected, my pine sap, wrapped in the dryer lint, so I am going to use one of those to get the fire started, and it'll go up just like that, so can't wait to show you that. Might as well use what I make, right? So I'm going to just gather up some wood and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Alright, so I got the little twig stove right there. I'm just going to use that. I'm not going to cook on that. I'm going to just use that for just a little bit of a fire. Not going to scar the ground. Got a little bit of a windscreen plate right there that I use when I burn on the ground. Got a little bit of wood right there, and I will start that with my own fire starter. If you're interested in that, I'll link that video below on how to make your own fire starter. Nothing crazy, it's pretty simple. But I'm not going to buy a fire starter if I can make it. What I was doing earlier is I just made a little stand for my light, so I can have have a little light right there at camp. So I have that right there. Stand. Just brought a basic little chair right there, nothing fancy, just a little fold-out chair. And inside I have, back that up a little bit. But inside, as you saw, I have the Nemo Tensor sleep pad. I didn't put anything underneath. I'm basically going to rely on the R rating or R value of this pad, which is like 5.5 or something like that. So I'm going to use that. It's supposed to get down to about 50 degrees, so we'll see. Hopefully I won't be freezing. I have this camp quilt right here by Hot Cocoa Outdoors, so I'm going to use that in lieu of a sleeping bag if I get cold. I do have a down jacket right here that I can put on. I have my backpack right here at the foot, and my head will be up there, and I have a lightweight Outdoor Vitals pillow. So that's the setup. Got the flex tail light right there that I can use. I was going to use that to blow up the sleeping pad, but I figured, you know, something, it's kind of fun using the pump sack, so that's why I used that. And plus I didn't really feel like turning that on because it's extremely loud, you know. But yeah, so that's the system. And for food, I'm not doing any crazy camp cooking tonight. I will be doing some cooking, like actual going out into the woods and cooking. So I can't wait to bring you along for that, because usually I do these type of bag meals because they're easy. And tonight for dinner, I'm going to have Peak Refuel. I haven't tried this one, but it kind of looked good. It's a shredded pork with rice and vegetables and a brown sugar glaze. So that's the sweet pork and rice. And I have that. I have my coffee, hot chocolate, and my cups and everything in there. Have some water to drink. I have brought some water to cook and for coffee and hot chocolate. I guess we don't need to see any of that. Sorry, guys. Just gonna keep it real. All right, I blaze. All right, so that's what that was. Anyways, if you're wondering what this little crazy ghetto thing is, it's my gas can. All right, there's my gas can, and what I did with like old Reflectix is I made a little canister warmer cover right there. So leftover Reflectix came in handy. That's what I got. And for snacks, I have some Pringles, and in here I have, if I can get it open, just a couple of cans of liquid courage right here, some Coors Light. So I have a couple of those. I have an A&W root beer and a little chocolate and a little York peppermint patty so I can taste the sensation. And yeah, so that's food and drink right there. Alright, so I think I brought a koozie, but I don't think I'm gonna dig it out. So guys, cheers, and thank you for coming along with me. I just I wanted to get out here and you know, just use the tent portion of the Nightcat Cot Tent system. Like I said, I like the versatility of it. Like, you don't have to use, you know, the cot with the tent or the tent with the cot. You don't, you know, you can use the cot for whatever. And this is a freestanding tent, so I'm gonna use it. Hard to do with this angle. But anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a wild camp out here. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be getting really cold in the next week ahead, so today and tomorrow might be like one of the last you know, warmer days. Today was, I think, 70 degrees, and tonight, like I said, is supposed to get down to 50. I did bring the thermometer with me, so I'll keep track of the temperature. And yeah, as of right now, I'm just going to kick back. I'm going to enjoy this beer, and I'm glad you could come along with me. Upcoming, I do have a couple of epic hikes. I have a viewer suggested. I think his name's Joe. So Joe, I'm going to do that hike. He had mentioned this epic hike, and anyways, it's really awesome. I looked into it, and I'm probably going to do that. It's going to take me almost 5 hours to get out there, but after researching, you know, the hiking area that he was telling me about, it's going to be worth it. And I will tell you, it's in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, so I am going to be looking forward to that. Maybe I'll do a camp up there as well, but I am going to do that hike. I also have, well, I got a few things happening, and I guess you'll just have to stay tuned and see how that goes. But I do appreciate you coming along with me. I really do. It's been, you know, I value you guys. You guys have helped me out as far as when I was doing some hammock camping. I have a lot of new subscribers, so I want to say thank you. You know, it really does mean a lot. I'm just doing these adventures, and you want to come along for the ride. It just means a lot to me. So, you know, thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. And yeah, I guess that's about it for right now. May collect up some more wood in a little bit, and I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna have this beer and look to getting some dinner on in a little bit. It's about 4 o'clock right now, so yeah, gets darker a lot earlier than it used to be. So I don't like that at all. But you know, you got to take the good with the bad, as they say. Anyways, I'm gonna chill, maybe blaze up a little something, and I'll bring you back for dinner.
Some days are short, some days are longer. I sewed my skin, I sewed the skin that I am in for a plan. My added style is coming back. I'm bored but I'm excited. Our added style is coming back. We're bored but we're excited. Some days more, some days
Well, as you can see, I've been collecting a little bit of wood. This might be a little aggressive, all right? This is one hell of a wood pile for a twig stove. But, you know, something I'd rather collect it during the day than have to search around for some wood during the nighttime, because that sucks. So I think I do believe I have enough. If I'm going to be going through more than that, then we have a problem. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go back to I'm still on my first beer. I'm just kind of chilling out and kind of taking in the scenery. And, you know, so far so good. It's pretty nice out. It's still in the 60s, so I'm not really cold or anything like that. And I don't know. I'm just going to enjoy camp. I'm going to probably wait till it's nighttime to actually get dinner on, so I can sit in the tent and, you know, do some cooking there and heat up some water. And I'm gonna have a cup of coffee in a little bit after I do this. There's just a lot, you know. I mean, what do you do at camp? This is what you do. You tidy up, you know, you prepare, and you get ready to relax. And I hope you've been getting out there doing whatever it is that you like to do. And guys, I'll bring you back in a little bit. We'll just sit on the ground. But yeah, I'm not gonna get this fire going right away, but I am just gonna get it ready to go. I have my fire kit, or part of my fire kit, with me, and I have some raw that I didn't cover because they were dry, but this is like a pine sap right here. It's hardened pine sap, and this is a great fire starter, so I think I'm gonna use that, so I'll set that aside. But I also have a bunch of them wrapped in dryer lint in these little balls right here. And these get the party started, all right? This will light your fire. No need to buy, you know, expensive fire lighters. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying there's no need to do it if you don't want to. And so that's what I have in here. I think just, that even might be way too much, but it'll guarantee the fire to get started. So I might as well just put in some twigs just to get ready. Throw those in there. this wood pile is just, it's a little insane, actually. I'll admit it. You know, it is what it is, but it's a little insane. Like I said, a little aggressive. There's a lot of wood. But like I always say with these twig stoves, there's no way to regulate the air intake. I mean, the air shoots in right from the top and just like, you know, goes right out the top. So you kind of always have to have a lot of wood on standby, because it does go through the wood fairly quickly. I'm just gonna put this, well, let me put a little more wood in there, and then I'll show you what's going on from this angle. Mosquito. So I'll bring it on around this side. So, as you can see inside of there, this is the little chunk. It's almost like a fat wood. It's like resonated pine sap. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to put that, let me put a little more wood in there. Get that ready. Probably do my dinner in a little bit. I might throw some coffee on as well. Actually, let me make sure I have enough wood going this way and that way. All right, let's stick one down in here. And all right, let's see. Just to get a little bed of little bits of wood. So I have something to throw this pine sap on. Just throw that right there. That way I can light that. And we'll leave that just like that, and I'll light that, and I'll bring you back in a little bit when we light it. What I'm gonna do before I get that fire going is just boil up some water and get my water in here, and while that's you know, reconstituting into some sort of a meal, then we'll get the fire going. So I guess I should just rip this off. And like I said before, I never measure these things. You know, I just basically I can eyeball it. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's my little Reflectix cover on here. Right. So how's your Sunday going so far, if that's the day you're viewing this? Whether it's morning, afternoon, or night. We're into October, and we've had some really nice weather, which is nice. You know, my heart goes out to all the people for during the hurricane. People are still without power, and you know, they're still trying to recover from the floods and everything. It's like, wow, it's been kind of crazy. So if you're in that area, and I know some of you are, I hope you didn't get hit, and if you did, I hope you didn't get hit too hard. We've had some rain, or we're expecting, I think, some rain in the next few days. What am I doing here? This thing, I'm not even like screwing this on. I'm just like taking it for a ride around the cover. All right, around the top. All right, let's see what's going on. The bugs aren't really too bad. There's a couple of mosquitoes here and there. I do have bug spray if I need it. I didn't bring the thermocell or anything like that. I think we're almost out of thermocell season here, so I do have some bug spray if need be. But I think once I get that fire going as well, we should be all right. Whoa, woohoo, woohoo. All right, let's get this going. I don't really have a cover for that, so, but I do have tin foil. So that'll get that boiling even faster. But yeah, I can't wait to try this. This is the pork and rice. And it has a brown sugar glaze that kind of appeals to me. I do love pulled pork, so we'll see how this tastes. I have high hopes. I don't want to have high hopes, but I do. So hopefully it's good. But like I said, I am going to be getting into doing some camp cooking. And, you know, I'm not going to keep it secret, but I was thinking of ordering, someone had even mentioned it in like a past video, and I had said, yeah, I already looked into it, but I'm going to try Kent Survival's sauces. Kent Survival, I'm sure you're familiar with him. If you're watching camping or anything like that, then you know who he is. All right, but he just came out with a line of barbecue sauces or steak sauces, or just sauces in general to use, you know, either at your home or whether you're out on the trail or camping or whatever. So I don't know, it just looks really good. And I know that he's in the UK, and it's going to cost me way more in shipping than it is for the product. But you know, sometimes, you know, you just got to treat yourself, and I may just end up doing that. So I mean, I'm sure you know who Kent Survival is, but you know, go check him out. He's got an awesome channel. You know, like I said, you know, in a few of my videos, I watch everybody. Okay, I do watch a lot of camping because I love it. You know, so why wouldn't I watch it? You know, I like watching to see, you know, the beautiful areas that other people may be in. There's some people doing some like killer stuff. I mean, they have like, you know, they're doing hot tents, and they got these blow-up tents, and you know, some of these places that they go to, Lakes District, Peaks District, you know, out in New Zealand and Canada and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's amazing. You know, so I love watching that, and I love watching, you know, like, you know, car life and van life and blah, 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 blah. All right, I'm just like, anyways, I'm going to get this going. I'm going to, see, am I boiling yet? Woohoo! Oh my God. This is not well thought out. That's kind of, am I boiling? Oh, just almost. Almost. Let's get my spoon ready. I'm really excited to try this. I got something coming up. I can't wait to show you that. I don't know what order these videos are out, so I'm not going to say, maybe I already put it out, maybe I didn't, but I have something really cool to show you, so that's coming up. It's something I ordered just outside of Russia, and it took forever to get here. So, anyways, I'm kind of excited to try that. All right, so I'll bring you back in a few minutes, and we'll get that fire started while this is rehydrating. Oh my God, that turned into like a violent boil, like really, really fast. All right. I'm not gonna tell there's like water splashed all over the place. Does my lighter still work? Very good. Wow. All right. Let me get the oxygen absorber out of there. So far it smells pretty good. Let's get some water in here. So, it smells literally amazing, as everyone always says on their camping excursions. Everything they eat is just absolutely amazing. But actually, this really is, so I'm just gonna say it. It smells amazing. All right, let me just stir that up. Stir that up. Stir, stir, stir. Alright. Alright, maybe just add just a touch more water, because this is going to absorb. I feel like I've gone expert level on these things. Alright, that looks about perfect. Since I have so much Reflectix and I'm making stuff like this thing, I might as well look into making my own pouch. So so I can put these bagged meals into. So when I do some winter camping, I'll be able to tuck these into their own little pouch. So I'm gonna leave that there and we're gonna start a fire. All right, I'm trying to set this up so you can see me actually light my fire starter. It's that little brown thing in there. Okay, so now that you know where that is, let me back this up a little bit and see if I can get this lit. So there's my fire starter. Whoops. Oh yeah, look at that. Like instantly that's going. And that's my harvested fire starter right there. So that'll eventually catch this wood. And we might as well start this fire. Get this fire going. And I'm just gonna let that go in real time so you can see that that's all I'm using. I'm not gonna amend it. I'm not gonna stop it and start it and be like, oh look guys, it blazed amazingly or perfectly. But look, works killer. Killer. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this should take off pretty good. And my fire starter is actually still going. But as you can see, the wood has already caught fire. Look at that. I love this thing. Honestly, I got this thing for like 13 bucks on Amazon. And I know it's small, you know, it's small, whatever. But it allows me to have a safe fire, you know? It allows me to have a safe little fire right there that I can use to have a nice little fire. Twigs are abundant all over the place. And I just love it. I just love a fire, I really do. There's something mesmerizing about it, you know? It just like, it like dances. It's alive, you know? It breathes. It might be a little crazy, but whatever. Get down there. Get in there, whoops. That worked out well. And the thing is, you know, I really shouldn't even be trying to stuff any more wood in here. But I can't help myself. Pyro that I am. Look at that. Now this is wild camping. This is wild camping and I love it. I could turn on like a camp light right now, but I don't know. I don't think I need it right now. I'm just gonna enjoy the glow of the fire. Let me stir this up. This should be ready in a little while. Can't wait to try it. Guys, it's only like 6:30. It looks like it's 8 o'clock at night, but it's only 6:30. So let me get this fire going. Let me turn on some lights. My goodness. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this whole daylight savings time. I think they should just kind of leave it alone. You know, leave it alone and let it do its natural thing. Like, what are your thoughts on daylight savings time? Should we like leave it alone? Or should we just change it, you know, spring forward and fall back every year? Should we do that? Or should we just leave it alone? What are your thoughts? Let me know below. Kind of curious. I mean, I think we should leave it alone. I mean, if you can tell me a reason why you don't think that's, you know, smart, then let me know. And we'll fight about it in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just curious about your opinion, that's all. Oh. Alright, that's good. Turn some lights on. And then my little makeshift light right here. Is that enough? That's only on low right now. Not too bad. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Couple little embers. Don't want to burn the tent down or anything like that, so knock that down a little. Oh, hello, fire, hello. I see you. Alright, we'll just let that sit there for a second before I go nuts and keep feeding it. Nice. Just take a sip of some water. I was going to have a coffee later, but I think I'll just have a hot chocolate later, which will be the first hot chocolate that I have this season. Yeah, I know. Woohoo, right? Big doings. I like this little clean, it's a clean canteen. It's a double-walled container that I use just for, like, you know, I bring it on camp sometimes, you know, just for my personal drinking water, not the water that I use for cooking. And I got it at a thrift store. I think I paid like $2 or something for it, and it's great. It's all beat to shit, you know. It's it's all dented and everything like that, but it keeps water or whatever you want to put in here like ice cold, and I love it. You know, it savors. You know, I cleaned it out really well and sanitized it, and here you go. So there's a tip for if you want to, like, you know, get into camping or you want to try it out. Don't be spending all kinds of money buying expensive stuff. Just don't. You know, you might only want to try it out, and you may find that you don't like it. But get a couple of things from thrift stores or used, or maybe, you know, on eBay, or, you know, get some cheap stuff on Amazon and just try it out, you know. Everybody always says that. Do what you think you want to do. Just get out there, I guess, and have fun and enjoy being in nature whichever way you see fit. How's that? Do what you want to do. And I can't leave the fire alone because I'm just
Some days are short, some days are longer. I sold my skin, I sold the skin that I'm in for a plan. My added style is coming back. I'm bored but I'm excited. Our added style is coming back. We're bored but we're excited.
Alright, so we're about ready to try the sweet pork and rice. Please be good. I have high hopes for you. This is what it looks like. I don't even know if you can see it. This is just what we do. That's what it looks like. Yes, right, I'm glad I had high hopes for it. I don't know if it's like the brown sugar glaze that's just getting me or if the food is actually good. I don't know. But this tastes really, really good. So if you do dehydrated meals or anything like that and you do peak refuel, try this one out. I've never tried it before.
My idea style is coming back.
Sorry, that's just my happy dance. Food makes me happy. Along with being out in nature. But yeah, I gotta get into doing some camp cooking and stop eating every damn meal out of a bag. This time we're switching it up. Root beer. Alright. I've already had enough beer. I've only had a couple, but I feel it makes me a little too chatty. I apologize. Okay. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this camp. I feel really relaxed. Right now, anyways. Just as I say that, I'm like... But yeah, I feel pretty relaxed. I don't know, it's a nice night. Got good food to eat. Got good company. Thank you. I know a lot of people always say that, but when you're talking to the camera, it makes you feel like you actually have someone with you. So that's another reason why a lot of us just seem to talk a lot. That's the reason why. It's kind of keeping me company. I appreciate you coming to camp with me. So we're on a wild camp, and so far I hope you've been having a good time. I'm also just keeping an eye on that fire. I'm sure you can hear it crackling. I am going to have a hot chocolate later on. Maybe a little bit before bed. If you have hot chocolate, why don't you join me? Oh my God, look at that, guys. Hear the geese? That's awesome. I'm glad you got a chance to hear that. Look at it. I have nature in my dinner. Pine needles. The geese, nice. I think it's too early for them to be flying south, but I'm going to take about a half an hour to chill and eat this and take care of that fire. And if you have hot chocolate, why don't you join me for a hot chocolate in a little bit? As you can see, I burned through all that wood, and it's only a little after 10:30. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just let that die out. Have a cup of hot cocoa maybe, and yeah, I'll bring you back when I say goodnight. I figured, you know what, you might as well have a cup of hot chocolate. Why not? It's getting a little late, but that's okay. You know, there's no rules, I guess. Gonna have some Swiss Miss, my first hot chocolate of the season. I just checked the temperature. It was, I think it was 59 degrees, so we'll check that again in a little bit before I go to bed. Let's see if I can get some sleep after having a hot chocolate and a peppermint patty. I'll be like wired for sound, as they say. Wow, burn the tent down. Well, I've got everything stuffed inside the vestibule, so after I have this hot chocolate, which is still steaming, wow, cheers. Whew. That is so good. First hot chocolate. Everything always tastes better. God, I'm not even gonna be able to sleep. It's like after 11 already. And I'm gonna have some chocolate on top of chocolate. But I'm kind of really wanting this. Gonna have the zoomies. Well, guys, I just wanted to say goodnight and thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the morning. Good night. Not too bad. Oh, good morning. Oh my God. Some of that stirred before I add the rest of the water. But yeah, it's not cold out, just a little bit of that morning chill. I had that fire going. You can't even believe I used all that wood. Here I am saying, yeah, that was a pretty aggressive fire pile. But I ended up using it all. This is gonna be screaming hot, but I gotta get a sip, you know? Cheers and good morning, officially. Well, guys, ooh, it's hot. I'm gonna have my coffee, enjoy a little bit of the sun coming up, and I'll bring you back when we pack it out and walk it out. All right? Thank you for coming to camp with me. Before I put the stove away, how I clean like all the soot and everything, I just grab a bunch of whatever's on the ground and I just kind of scrub off the soot, you know, like all that little black soot. Perfect. Well, guys, that's me all packed up, and thank you for joining me on another wild camp, or another camp anyways, and hope you guys all have a great week. Thank you for coming along. I really appreciate it. I will see you next week, next Sunday. Have a good day, guys.